What's up, my peoples? Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again. Listen up. I've been looking around on the play button app today and I haven't seen nobody talk about this topic. So I thought to myself, in the last hour, it's really late. Let me dive in and talk about it. Chelsea Loanees, and I'm going to rank them from 1 to 7. That's right, 1 to 7, because I'm not speaking about the rest because they have no future at this club. That's right, I'm talking about the likes of Jamal Blackman, the likes of Izzy Brown. Let's keep it real. They're not going to be part of Chelsea. They're on loan. They're going to go at some point or be released. So it is what it is. I'm going to go with the top 7, the ones that are most likely to make it here. The ones that are the big names and then a few really high prospect youngers. And then you in the comments can debate and rank them with me as well. So we're going to start with Marc Guehi at Swansea. Listen, I'm really excited about this guy. I saw him for Chelsea last season against Grimsby. I know the opposition is whack, but hey, it doesn't mean that you can't see what you see and get excited about it. This guy was looking good, really composed on the ball. 11 games, 5 clean sheets for Swansea. He's definitely someone that they are really talking about a lot over there. They're saying potentially he's his best player. That's what the fans say. So, hey, who am I to argue with guys who watch him every week? He's looking really strong, physically a beast, but also really underrated part of his game that we need to talk about, his passing. Very comfortable, very, very happy to use his left foot as well, which you know I love. You know I want a left-footed centre-back. You know that. If you know me, you know that. That's the one thing Chelsea don't have, and obviously we'll get to a few other loanees as well that may have that attribute. But a left-footed centre-back on the left side, going forward in the future, that's something to be excited about for me. John Terry was really good at it when he was obviously playing on that side. His left foot, spraying passes, ball playing centre-back, you know the drill. Marc Guehi, if he can continue to be confident on the ball, that is something that in the future we can definitely use some of. So he's having a really good loan at Swansea. There's definitely space for him in the centre-back position because you know Rudiger's looking shaky with his future. Christensen, the same. Tomori's not getting many minutes, so I'm not sure what his and Frank's beef is. But hey, there's space for a man like Guehi if he keeps playing this well. So potentially he could come into the first team next year, or maybe he just gets a Premier League loan. We'll have to see. Moving on to Mr. Ross the Boss Barkley. That's right, Riddle Me Ross is back in town and he's with Aston Villa doing madness. And he's doing it with Grealish. And he's doing it against Arsenal, which means I am having a great time. This brother is out here walking around, yeah, and going up against opposition like it's nothing. 8 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. It doesn't get any better than that from him. And he's back in form, I have to say it. He's looking like the Everton days are coming back. Now, obviously, you need a full season before I start even singing your praises. But hey, let's say it where it is. Right now, credit where it's due. He's looking very good. And I'm excited to see what he can do. Now, personally, what would I do with him? I would personally build him up and then sell him on. Because I do like the player, but I feel like he's not Chelsea level. And what I mean by that is, yes, he's got the ability. We've always said that with Ross. He's got the natural ability. He's shooting with both feet. You know, give him a bit of time and space and he can pick out a pass. And as you saw against Arsenal over the weekend, he's very confident on the ball. He can actually take the piss a little bit if he needs to. But I feel like he just belongs at a smaller club with less pressure, playing next to Grealish. They're establishing a good friendship. And let's see if we can get our money worth. Let's see if we can even make a profit. We didn't pay much for him. So that's what I would do with Ross Barkley. Moving on to Broja. I don't know if I butchered that name, but hey, we're going to move bombastically, as they say. Vitesse. 8 games and 4 goals at Vitesse. He's looking good. You know, that's not a bad ratio. 50% hit rate. It could be better. I'm not going to lie, you are at Vitesse, so you're going to have to do a lot to impress. But it's not bad. And for a striker, that's going to be giving you confidence going into the future if you can continue to produce those numbers at a higher level. My only thing with Broja is I don't know if he's going to be first choice at Chelsea. You know, he's very young. Of course, he's got a great record in the academy. That's how he's got to this point so far. Our strikers in the academy do always seem to score goals. Our youth teams are very successful. Even Dom Solanke, you know, got goals. But then in senior football, things get a bit tricky. Really, it's up to Broja if he's going to want to be third choice or is he going to want to be a starter? Because I don't see him being a starter ahead of Tammy or Werner. Giroud, maybe in the future, will be on his way. He's obviously getting older. That could be the position he takes up as third choice, as that target man. But if he wants to play games, potentially he doesn't have a future. So it really is up to him on that one. Moving on to Ampadu, 5 games and 3 of them at centre-back and 2 of them at holding midfield. So very versatile player. I've spoken about this so many times. I personally see him having a great future in both positions, but it is very important for not only Sheffield United, but also for Chelsea that they nail down a position for Ampadu. I don't want him to become a versatility, you know, James Milner. He's got too much ability to be shoehorning and stuff. I want him to pick a position and nail it. Nail it, ace it, and run with it. And that's what I want for Ampadu. So hopefully I think he's got a future. I hope he does. One of my favourite players out on loan at the moment, probably my favourite. And I think he's got a lot of ability. He's got obviously an international with Wales. He's also, he has played for Chelsea a few times, but not the amount of minutes you'd want. Went on Leipzig last season as well. Didn't get too many minutes, but did have a masterclass against Tottenham. And that's really all you need as a Chelsea fan. So I'm looking forward to him returning next season. Hopefully his form continues and hopefully he can get game time at either holding mid or centre-back. We'll have to see. Moving on to Gallagher. 5 games at West Brom, no goals and no assists. One of those games was played in a deeper role. The other 4 games was played higher up, even attacking mid or centre mid. Now, look, my thing is Chelsea play a 4-3-3, right? So where's Gallagher going to fit into that? He has to be as one of the 2 8s. I don't see him as a lone DM, which means, my kind sirs and ladies, if you're going to play attacking 8s with Chelsea, that means you need to contribute, right? Goals and assists. Gallagher doesn't have any left. He doesn't have any yet. Now, you're at West Brom. I'm not going to judge you too harshly. It's only the start of the season, but you need to be giving us some output at the other end of the field. Now, even Kovacic in our last game got an assist. Mason Mount, capable of goals and assists. Same goes for Kai Havertz, of course. Now, it's not solely their responsibility to do that, but you do need to chuck in some goals and assists into your game for sure. So we're waiting on Gallagher to do that for West Brom, and then I can be a bit more accurate. But I must say, I don't think he's going to make it here at Chelsea. Not because he doesn't have the potential, but we just have a lot of other midfielders that are higher up in the pecking order. Like I said, Mason Mount. You've also got Billy Gilmore. Ampadu can play and hold in midfield as well. You already know Kai Havertz is going to be a big part of this team, and many others like Kovacic as well. So there is just so many midfielders. Tino Andrin as well. There's so many midfielders that he's going to have to light it up at West Brom to make it here. He may end up just being a good Premier League player, and that's fair enough. It's not bad, and we can again sell him and get money on him as well. Moving on to Loftus-Cheek, 4 games, and I can't lie, this is probably the most disappointing loan so far. He's not playing, bro. He's not playing, and he's not playing consistently. I expected him to go to Fulham and tear it up. The man of the moment. I expected him to lead in all stats for them and really just dominate. I'm not just saying that. I really do believe in this guy's ability. Under Tsar, he was unbelievable in the last part of the season. Him and Hazard's link up in the left channel was really strong. He also, we had Hudson-Odoi coming through similar times as well. And the latter stages of the Europa League, when we won it, he was playing very well. Now, he hit the injury. Got the injury in that American friendly. You all remember it very well, and that's where his career just seemed to take a nosedive once again. And he's now at Fulham struggling to get in the team. He was on the bench the last 2 games. Only came on for around 7 minutes in the last one, so things are ropey. And I've always said this, as much as I love the player, if you do not make it a breakout season at Fulham, my sir, it is a wrap. You must move on for your own sake and for ours. Like I said, that midfield is very competitive. And moving on to Tsar, the final player, 4 games on loan at Porto. We signed him in the summer for free from France. This is the young left-footed centre-back. And look, this is me just being honest. I think Chelsea have just bought him to sell him on for a profit. They didn't spend any money for him. He was a free, very highly rated young player. And you know how the loan system works. Chelsea use it as a way to cope with financial fair play. So he could be just one of those players that they buy for nothing and then sell on, and it's a profit, and you keep making that money to, spend on bigger signings. Or he could end up tearing it up and we actually use him at the centre-back. Now, he's going to have to do great things. He's obviously left-footed, so he's got that in his favour. But we have a lot of young centre-backs. Tomori, the guy from Barcelona that we signed as well. Ampadu coming in. And also, you never know. Zuma's still very young as well. And you never know what's going to happen with the rest of the players coming in. So there is a lot of competition there. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with him. But I just feel like he's probably just someone to make money on, but we shall see. Anyway, my ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Rank in the comments from 1 to 7 those names that I went through. Let me know your thoughts on who's most likely and least likely to make it at Chelsea Football Club. And for the little surprise, check the community tab. I left a little message for you guys there if you want a surprise. And I shall see you for the next video. We are going to be doing an England live stream tomorrow with my mate Joel. And if you're interested in that, just seeing me lose my shit watching England, then you know where to find me. I'll see you guys later. Stop trying to piss me off on purpose so you can get an outtake. What kind of director are you? What kind of producer are you? Trying to take the piss?
So are you trying to say they're unnatural now?
Yeah, they are. Extremely unnatural.
But they're not unnatural.
They are. You're literally looking into camera, licking your lips as you speak.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I don't need to be on the channel every single... People don't need to hear my voice.
Forcing the argument, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't need to hear my voice. I'm a secondary character here. This is your world. I mean, yeah, I might write the script, create the scene.
Here we go.
And portray this, and portray the narrative, but hey, you're the star. You're the star. You're Michael Jackson. I'm the Jackson 5. I'm your backup dancer. Man like your bitch, backup dancer.